can you get a professional looking makeup look? Few mistakes and few steps that you might be doing wrong before doing your makeup. You can also be a professional makeup artist in such quick and short steps. What to apply for your flawless looking base. Hey guys, and welcome back to Glam Studio. This is me, Mrs. Apurva Shivamharade Patil, and today I'm up with a new video. So by the title and by the thumbnail, you already know what is going to be in our video. So this is going to be a video to how to achieve a flawless looking base with the products that you already have. You don't need any luxe products. कोई ज़्यादा तामझाम करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. जस्ट जो प्रोडक्ट्स आपके पास है उसी के साथ कैन लर्न हाउ टू गेट अ फ्लॉलेस लुकिंग बेस राइट हियर जो मेरे फेस पे अभी हो रहा है. एंड यू जस्ट नीड टू काइंड ऑफ चेंज सम स्टेप्स एंड सम रूटीन्स. सो आई एम गोइंग टू स्पिल ऑल द सीक्रेट बिहाइंड दिस फ्लॉलेस लुकिंग बेस. सो कीप वॉचिंग, डू नॉट skip any part of the video. And with saying that, now let's start with our video. Okay, we'll start with our makeup. So from the title and thumbnail आपको पता चल गया होगा, we are going to kind of learn how to do flawless base. And let me tell you, बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है कि base isn't that important, but if you're thinking like this, then change your thought process, because base is something really important. Now base में हमेशा we know that we have to use a moisturizer, a primer, and then you start with your concealer and foundation thing. No, you also need hydration. Hydration बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है before applying your primers, because अगर आपकी skin hydrated ना हो, अगर आपकी skin juicy ना हो, तो even if you apply primer वो break होगा या फिर dry हो जाएगा, और उसके बाद जब आप foundation apply करोगे तो वो और dry होता रहेगा. And nevertheless, even the foundation is dewy, then too it will tend to kind of be cakey और crack up हो जाएगा या dry look देने लग जाएगा. So आज for hydration I am using the facial oil from Nykaa, and obviously सब products description box में listed. This is the Nykaa Skin Potion Glow Boosting Facial Oils, and इसमें बहुत सारे variants है. So I'm going to apply directly a facial oil on my skin today. मेरी skin bare skin है, no moisturizer, nothing, सिर्फ मैंने cleanse की है. And now I'm directly going with this oil, and this gives a proper hydration to my skin. I'll take it on my hand and I'll just rub it like that, and then I'll just press it in my skin. Okay, I'm done with my facial oil. अब वो properly settled हो चुका है. My skin is now looking properly hydrated and juicy. So now I'm starting with my primer. But let me tell you, अगर आप एक oily skin type है, then you don't need a facial oil. जो भी मैं products आज use कर रही हूँ are tend for the dry skin type, because मैं dry skin हूँ and I know oily skin because मैं पहले oily skin थी. So oily skin tends to secrete so much oil, so you don't need a facial oil उसके ऊपर. You can go for a mattifying moisturizer or mattifying products, and then you can start with your makeup. So the second step that I use after my skin prep and before my makeup is the primer. And I know if you're watching me from a long time, I'm in love with this primer. This is from Maybelline New York Fit Me Dewy+Smooth, and इसमें और एक वेरिएंट आता है जो oily skin के लिए proper है. It is a matte one. This is my primer these days. I love this primer. It's perfect for kind of dry skin, and मैं बहुत dry skin हूँ, so I tend to apply it in a generous amount. Okay, I don't apply my primer all over my face. I generally apply it on the T-zone and on my cheeks, where I tend to get dry patches after applying my foundation या concealer. So I tend to apply on that point. Okay, the next step जो मैं आपको दिखाने वाली हूँ, you can completely skip it because it is optional. This is for the girls who have kind of open pores या pigmentation on their face. I have kind of open pores on my skin, and now they are काइंड ऑफ मिनिमल, बट मैं पहले एक मिस्टेक करती थी, वो ये थी कि आई यूज टू हाइड इट यूजिंग माई कंसीलर. मैं बहुत ज़्यादा कंसीलर अप्लाई कर देती थी एंड आई यूज टू ट्राई टू हाइड इट, बट आई डिडंट नो दैट उसकी वजह से मेरा जो फेस था वो बहुत केकी लगता था. सो यू कैन डू वन थिंग, दैट यू कैन इन्वेस्ट इन अ गुड पोर मिनिमाइजर प्राइमर लाइक दिस वन, एंड दिस इज माई फेवरेट पोर मिनिमाइजर प्राइमर अब तक. दिस इज फ्रॉम इनसाइड, and I know if you are watching me from a long time, you know I use this in every video for my base makeup. So I've taken it already on my hand and I'll just use it on the pores. Happy monsoon you guys. Officially अब monsoon season start हो गया है, and because I am a rain baby, I love rains. TMI. Okay, now I'm done with my skin prep and I'm now starting with the most important part, which is the base makeup. अब हर एक का अलग अलग बेस हो सकता है. You have to learn your own base. मुझे भी बहुत टाइम लगा था to understand what is exactly my base before my makeup, and I have learned it over the time. So आपको भी ये टाइम के हिसाब से सीखना होगा. You have to upgrade some steps, you have to kind of remove some steps from your makeup routine. Even the steps that I'm showing you right now, maybe it's not helpful to you, तो आप थोड़े बहुत steps minus कर सकते हो, थोड़े बहुत add up कर सकते हो. It's totally on you. So after my skin prep, I tend to use the concealer. So for the concealer, I have my OG concealers, that is the K Beauty and PAC ka Take Me Cover concealer. I'm in love with this concealer, and these two are my favorite when it comes to lightweight concealers. Okay, whenever you are going for a flawless base, tend to use a lightweight concealer. Heavy concealers can give you a baggy and heavy look on your face. You don't want that. You want a natural looking look, then you have to go for something like this. And I'll also show you the right way to apply the concealer. Yes, you heard it right, because sometimes हम ये गलती कर देते हैं. You try to overlayer too much of concealer under your eyes or on the pigmentations, and they don't kind of blend in your skin. वो वही रह जाता है. It collects under your eyes or on the skin spots, and then it shows up at the end when you apply your setting spray or when you're done or when you're going out. So I'll tell you the right way to apply a concealer. Take your concealers and just apply it on the inner and outer corner of your eyes. That's it. इससे ज़्यादा आपको कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है कंसीलर्स की. एंड अगर आप आई मेकअप कर रहे हैं तो ऑब्वियसली थोड़ा सा आप अपने आईलिड पे एक थोड़ा अमाउंट लगा दीजिए. डोंट ओवर लेयर इट, जस्ट अप्लाई अ सिंगल स्ट्रोक एंड you're done. You don't need too much. Okay, done. Now the most important step comes here. जब आप अपना concealer apply करेंगे, let it sit for at least 2 to 3 seconds. Let it sit. तो उसके बाद when you kind of blend it, तो it gives you a full coverage and बहुत easily blend हो जाता है. This is the step that I learned, because मैं भी पहले क्या करती थी, directly concealer apply कर देती and I used to blend it out, and most of the product used to go on my brushes or on my blenders. Let it sit for 2 to 3 seconds. Till then we'll apply it on the spots and on the pores as well, and that also I'm applying very lightly, not too much. Okay, I'm done with blending my face concealer, and as you can see properly उसने cover कर दिया है my pigmentation and my pores. See, if you're using a concealer, you don't need a color corrector as well. मैंने अभी तक कभी अपने face पे color corrector use ही नहीं किया. I use my concealers and they work the best. Now we are going to blend the concealer that I've applied under my eyes and on my eyelids, and you can just see I'm going in circular motion and I am blending it outwards, inwards nahi. I'm blending it right outwards like this. Okay, I'm done with the concealer. Now one more step that I'm going to add, and it's kind of important, because अगर आपको चाहिए कि थोड़ा बहुत highlight हो जाए आपके eyes, then you can go for this step, or you can go with the previous step and you're done with your concealer. So the concealer that I used was a K Beauty and it was a medium shade. Now I am going for a little bit lighter shade because मुझे चाहिए थोड़ा highlighting effect under my eyes and I want my eyes also to pop out. So I am going in again with the K Beauty's concealer but in a lighter shade. This is 130p medium and I'm also going to take it the similar जैसे मैंने लगाया था before and I'll wait to just let it settle down before blending it completely. Tab tak I'll do my next step, which is illuminating cream. Now illuminating cream is something that enhances the glow on your face. You can go for the Lakme Lumi cream जो मैंने बताया before. This is something that is very budget friendly and I think this is very beautiful Lumi cream. You can just apply it on the high points of your face and where you want a little bit glow, little bit glowy look जहाँ पे आपको चाहिए, you can go for this. I have this for affordable range and I have my new collection, that is the Charlotte Tilbury one. I'm going for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter today because I'm in love with this product. But if you want something in affordable range, then this is the thing that you should get your hands. Somewhere on my temple, little bit on my nose and little bit on my upper lips. Okay, I'm done with my flawless filter and it's obviously given me a beautiful glowy and highlighter effect and I'm loving it. Now it's time to blend your concealer that you have applied under your eyes. I'm taking my same brush, my concealer brush, and going in again, inner to outer, and I'm not at all touching the base that I've done here using my flawless filter. I'm not even going near that. I'm being very cautious. Okay, I'm done with my concealer and already मेरे eyes के अंदर एक highlighting effect आ चुका है. And let me tell you, मैं बिल्कुल भी अपने flawless filter जो मैंने use किया है Charlotte Tilbury का, उसके पास बिल्कुल नहीं गई हूँ. It's intact. It's really on the place it was, and it's very important when you're blending, you have to be very cautious. जो आप base कर रहे हो वो बिल्कुल touch ना हो. It doesn't shifts from where you have applied it. Now I'm going for the blush. So for the blush, first I'm going to apply the cream blushes. अब जब भी आप cream products use करते हो ना, tend to use it before your foundation or before your loose powders because you don't want that patchy effect after using after applying the loose powder and then you apply the cream products. तो बहुत patchy हो जाएगा और वो easily glide नहीं करेगा, वो एक ही जगह stick हो जाएगा. So whenever you using a cream products, use it directly on your face before your foundation and before your loose powders. So for the cream product, I'm going with my OG. This is from the K Beauty. And the way to apply a blush, if you kind of want a cute look, then you can go on the apples of your cheek. If you want like a pushed look, like a professional look, you can go behind the apples of your cheek like this way, like on this structure. But I'm going for a cute and bubbly look. I love that look, so I'll just take a little bit on my brush and I'll go, and I'm going very lightly because I don't want to shift my filter that I have applied, so I'm going very gently. And touch your eyelids as well. If you're not applying any eyeshadow, you can apply your blush. Okay, now I'm done with my blush and loving the color on my cheeks. Now the next step is a contour. Now contour helps to kind of, you know, shape your face. एक look आ जाता है आपके face को, a sculpted look, a model face. You can go anything, or else you can use the contour to just give kind of a bronze effect to your face or your makeup look. So I am going in with my cream bronzer that is from MyGlamm Pose HD. Now for cutting your face, you can go from this line of your ear to your face. Okay, that's the point where you need to cut it out like that. It's the place where you can figure out your face cut details, so you can just, you know, kind of shape that. just like that. Can you see proper strokes coming out from my ear to my face where it connects? It's proper. And you can also go in with your jawline if you want like a proper jawline effect. Now you can go with your fingers because ये fingers से भी cream products बहुत easily blend हो जाते हैं. Let me show you. Oopsie. Look, now we are done. Now this is the base what I was talking about. This is actually your base makeup, and I think when you do your base perfectly, आपके आगे के steps भी बहुत smoothly हो जाते हैं. Your foundation on this looks bomb, but before moving to the foundation, you have to settle what you have done on the base, okay? Because these are cream products, and हमारा humid weather doesn't goes along. ये थोड़ा बहुत move हो सकता है when you go out. So first set what you have done on your base. For setting I'm using my M.A.C का Prep Plus Prime Fix spray, and this is in the lavender form. I got the setting spray, guys. मैंने बोला था I needed one. I loved the M.A.C का setting spray. I had a mini version, now we have a big version. So I'm going to set my base properly. Done. Now I'll let it dry up. Now my base is settled. Now I'm going for my foundation. For the foundation, again I am going with my OG foundations, and these are like, I'm in love with this one. These are the K Beauty की foundation, and I know मैं बहुत सारे videos में ये बोलती रहती हूँ, but I am in love with the formulation. It is so lightweight and it is so appropriate if you are going for a natural kind of look. तो this is proper because ये बहुत easily आपके skin के साथ मैच हो जाता है, बहुत easily blend हो जाता है, and बिल्कुल heavy नहीं लगता है आपके face पे, so you can wear it all day long. And I am in the shade 140p medium, so I'm not going to take too much because already the concealer has done its job. So just taking 2 pumps, 1, 2. And this is also very important because sometimes जब आप try करते हो using a foundation to cover the spots and pigmentations, you take too much of foundation and ends up looking cakey, जो आपको नहीं चाहिए. बहुत ही cakey और heavy look लगने लग जाता है, जो mostly you don't want, but still वो हो जाता है because you take a lot of amount of foundation. Just take 2 pumps of the foundation after such a base and you are done. So I'll just apply it little bit, not too much. I'm going in with my beauty blender, my damp beauty blender. Okay, I use damp beauty blenders whenever I use my foundation. बहुत easily glide हो जाता है. Try it out, आपको खुद ही पता चल जाएगा. And I'll just go in छोटू सा circular motions because I want my base to stay intact, and I'm not at all touching my under eyes also, because if you tend to use your foundation on your concealer जो आपने apply किया है पहले, तो वो बहुत cakey लग जाएगा. So keep that area away and just go on the other side of your face. Okay, I'm done with my foundation and you can see मैंने बहुत evenly मेरा foundation blend किया है. कहीं से भी पता नहीं चलेगा कि there is some left out product और केकी लग रहा है. बहुत easily smoothly blend किया है मैंने. So this is the key when you are going for a proper makeup look. This is not something कि आप everyday look कर सकते हो because it takes time and patience and इतने सारे steps होते हैं. So it is not kind of a everyday look, but whenever you want kind of a makeup look, I think you will go for this steps. And जब आप ये steps करोगे अपने time से, अपने हिसाब से, अपना base figure out करने के बाद, तो आपको eventually at the end when you are done with your makeup थोड़ा बहुत difference लगेगा जैसे पहले आप makeup करते थे and after doing this. So now I am going to set my under eyes. Now this is a question also कि after applying a setting spray, why do you need to kind of set your under eyes? It is very important because after applying concealer, अगर आपके dark circles है और fine lines है under eyes, they prompt too much after applying concealer. वो visible होने लग जाते हैं. Like right now मेरे fine lines भी visible होने लगे हैं. तो first thing I'm going to do before applying a loose powder, I'll take my same beauty blender and just kind of remove the excess जो मेरे fine lines के अंदर गया है, the concealer, just like that. see now वो fine lines थोड़े से blur हो गए. Now I'll take the same beauty blender and I'm going with my loose powder that is from K Beauty, and I'll take it on the tip and I'll just lightly dab it on my eyes, just like that. Little bit here. Okay, I'm done with setting my powder under my eyes, and now I've let it rest for some time. And let me tell you, this is something that even I learned after a long time. पहले मैं अंडर आईज बिल्कुल सेट नहीं करती थी, एंड बिकॉज मेरे को फाइन लाइन्स एंड अंडर आई बैग्स है तो बहुत ईजिली विजिबल हो जाते थे आफ्टर अ फ्यू टाइम. तो दिस इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप इफ यू हैविंग फाइन लाइन्स और अंडर आई बैग्स. And after just dusting off the powder, you can prominently see the difference before and after you are done with your makeup. Now आप देख सकते हो कि आफ्टर अप्लाइंग माई फाउंडेशन, जो मैंने बेस किया था, जो कलर्स हमारे बेस में थे, जो शाइन था, वो थोड़ा सा लाइट हो चुका है, थोड़ा ब्लर आउट हो चुका है. सो यू वॉन्ट टू एनहांस इट अगेन, बट फॉर दैट आई एम गोइंग इन विथ ऑल द powder products, and we are not going back to the cream products. They are done. Now we are going for the powder products. This is the right time when you apply the powder products. Now there is a big question, why to reapply this. This is something that I learned from the professional makeup artists as well, because internationally these are the steps that they also tend to do. So for the blush, for the powder blush, I'm going with the Too Faced ka powder blush. This is a new collection in my vanity and loving it so far. And I'm taking my same brush and I'm going in very lightly, just on the apples and the temple. I'm not at all touching my loose powder that I've applied. Okay, I'm done with my blush, and you can see the difference. Still हमारा जो base था वो वहीं पे है. It's not shifted anywhere. It's not moving. Just I have reapplied the blush on my previous cream blush. Now I am going to contour using my OG contour, which is from Rimmel London, the natural bronzer. Taking my contour brush, and I'm just going to reapply on the cream contour that I have applied previous. Just like that, very lightly, just reapplying the colors back on my face. Now we have to also add a little bit shine to our face, but before that we are going to rinse off the loose powder under my eyes, and I'm taking my face brush from Sugar and just rinsing off the powder. So easily it's rinsing off, and you can see the difference. It has already blurred the fine lines under my eyes. After doing this, you have to take your blender again and just push the powder perfectly into your under eyes. Okay, now we are done with the blush and the contour. Now it's properly settled into my skin. Now I am going to set it again using my loose powder, and again I am going with my K Beauty's loose powder to set my face. And the step for setting your face, I'm not going to set all my face because फिर वापस वो rough या cakey या too matte हो जाएगा. I don't want that. Taking my beauty blender and the back side of my beauty blender, and I'm just going to take it on my hand like this, just kind of dubbing the excess. जो भी excess है वो निकाल के, ताकि वो too much ना हो जाए ऐसे, and just push it. तो एक्स्ट्रा पाउडर आपके फेस पे नहीं अप्लाई होगा. दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी की स्टेप व्हेन यू आर डूइंग a loose powder on your face. When you're using a loose powder, just push it into your skin. Okay, I'm done with setting my face using the loose powder. Properly हमारा face set हो चुका है and बहुत ही beautiful smooth finish दे रहा है, but still हमारा थोड़ा सा shine बाकी है. For that I am using my highlighter from Bobbi brown, and this is also a new to my collection. There are many good highlighters in the drugstore that are affordable. Obviously ये एक high end product है, but I think K Beauty का जो highlighter है, it is also bomb. It gives you beautiful finish. But today I am going in with the Bobbi brown highlighter, and I'm taking it little bit on the brush and just going back on the spot जहाँ मैंने मेरा Charlotte Tilbury का flawless filter apply किया था, so that it gives me the same shine. Okay, now I am finally going to set all this that I've created using my setting spray again, and I'll just lock in my makeup. Okay, I am done and I'm finally back. थोड़ा सा मैंने lip color apply किया है because इतने beautiful look के साथ अगर थोड़ा सा lip color ना हो तो ये थोड़ा look incomplete लग रहा था. So I am finally done and I kid you not, the outcome and the final look of the base is so beautiful. इतना flawless लग रहा है और थोड़ा सा भी केकी नहीं है, थोड़ा सा भी पैची नहीं है, कोई रफनेस नहीं है, बिल्कुल डिफरेंस पता नहीं चल रहा है between your skin and your makeup. And let me remind you, मैंने आपको यही चीज़ throughout the video बताती आई हूँ that you are going to be so surprised after the outcome of all these steps. ये थोड़ा सा तामझाम झमेला है, I know, but whenever you are going for your base, try to apply these steps and eventually आपको difference पता चल जाएगा. But let me tell you with that, अगर आप ये same steps follow कर रहे हो तो maybe सबकी स्किन डिफरेंट होती है, तो उसके हिसाब से मे बी ऑल द प्रोडक्ट्स वोंट सूट यू दैट सूट्स मी, बट यू कैन ऑल्सो फाइंड योर ओन प्रोडक्ट्स फॉर योर बेस. ट्राई टू काइंड ऑफ रिसर्च करने की ट्राई करो, ट्राई टू फिगर आउट वॉट गोज विथ योर स्किन वेल एंड देन यू कैन ऑल्सो अचीव योर ओन बेस. टेक योर टाइम, टेक योर पेशेंस, and I am really happy to help you out. If you want to know more about the makeup basics, I'll be really happy. तो comment down below अगर आपको और ऐसी चीज़ें learn करनी है which are related to makeup basics, like how to apply eyeshadow, how to apply eyeliner. I'll be very happy to help you guys. And saying this, I reached to the end of this video. अगर ये video आपको थोड़ी भी helpful लगी है, then please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in my next one. Till then, bye.